Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from Mindful and Mindful.org that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. If you've been practicing, you know that 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. The latest scientific research supports this knowledge. So on this podcast, we invite you to do your 12-minute practice with guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. We share a new practice each week, providing you with new ways to experience some of those benefits day to day. I'm Siri Myram, contributing editor at Mindful and Mindful.org. Being in pain makes being present extra challenging. On a physical level, being in the present moment while our bodies are in pain is often extremely unpleasant. There is a part of us, understandably, that wishes we could escape from it entirely. At the same time, the experience of pain itself can be overwhelming to our senses, our thoughts, our emotions. It can feel like drowning when what we long for is just a moment of peace to rest in. In today's guided meditation, longtime meditation teacher and pain expert Vidyamala Burch offers a tender practice to find a middle way. One that doesn't lean into denial or give in to overwhelm, but rather allows all that is happening to be gently met, as Vidyamala says, with wholeness, integration, and kindliness. Vidyamala Burch developed the world's first mindfulness-based pain and illness management program and went on to co-found the leading UK-based mindfulness organization, Breathworks. Her evidence-based approach has reached over 100,000 people around the world and is recognized by the UK's National Health Service and health boards globally. Through her work, she hopes to pass on the tools that have helped her to reclaim a full, happy, and meaningful life. This meditation is part of our Powerful Women of the Mindfulness Movement series, where we're sharing guided practices from the women featured in our 2025 annual edition of Mindful magazine. If you'd like more guided practices and mindfulness insights, you can get the magazine and subscribe at mindful.org. You can subscribe to 12-Minute Meditation while you're on mindful.org or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. And if you're moved to leave us a review, we'd be grateful, and so will other listeners. See, your review helps them to decide whether 12-Minute Meditation is for them. For now, for you, here's Vidyamala Burch.
A meditation exploring finding a middle way between denial and overwhelm when living with pain or difficulty. So first of all, let's just establish a meditation posture. You can do it sitting, you can do it lying down. The main thing is to choose a position where you can be as relaxed as possible and yet alert. And also a position that will support meditation. Once you've chosen your position, then beginning to settle. Allowing the weight of the body to rest down into the support beneath you. If you're sitting, it will be through the bottom into the chair, through the feet into the floor. If you're lying down, it'll be through the back of the body, into the bed or the floor, and then the head resting into the pillow or the cushion. And seeing if you can cultivate a sense of rest, allowing the body to be held, letting go of gripping, receiving the support of whatever's beneath you. And to help this, if you would like to, you could take a few deeper in-breaths, and then on each out-breath, release. Let go a little bit more, let the next in-breath flow back in its own time. So with each in-breath, breathing in freshness, vitality, and with each out-breath, letting go of gripping, letting go of holding on, resting, settling, arriving. And then when you're ready, allowing your breathing to find its own natural rhythm. And seeing if we can allow our awareness to pour out of the head, where it so often seems to be located, to pour out of the head and to fill the body, resting inside the movements and sensations of breathing. A swelling and opening on the in-breath and a subsiding on the out-breath. And let's allow our awareness to fill the body a little bit more. So first of all, let's allow awareness to pour down through the torso, through the hips, and to fill the feet and the legs. Seeing if we can rest right inside. We're not looking in from the outside or thinking about the legs and the feet as a concept or an object, but resting inside sensations of contact with the floor, with the chair maybe, or the bed. Maybe there's a sense of tingling, buzzing energy. Maybe there's dullness or numbness. Whatever our experience is, allowing awareness to fill the feet and the legs and to rest there. If there's pain or discomfort, seeing if we can meet this with an attitude of kindliness and care. Softening automatic habits of resistance and tension. And allowing awareness to come to the buttocks. And let's see if we can let the buttocks be soft, resting into the chair, into the bed. Yielding, softening. And now allowing awareness to fill the whole torso, the belly and the chest and the front and the whole back of the body, at the back, the whole spine, the length and the breadth. The breathing in the whole torso. Maybe having a sense of the torso opening a little bit in all directions on the in-breath and subsiding on the out-breath. Being careful not to force or strain. Receiving on the in-breath, letting go on the out-breath. And again, if we've got pain or discomfort anywhere in the back or the front or the whole torso, seeing if we can allow it into awareness with an attitude of care and kindliness. Letting it be part of our experience, softening the resistance and the automatic tension that can so quickly arise. And now coming up to the shoulders and the arms and the hands. Letting the hands be supported, resting on the legs or in the lap if we're sitting. Resting at the sides of the body, palm upwards, or resting on the body, palms downwards if we're lying down. It's up to you. Having the elbows resting into the support beneath us. Letting go of gripping onto the arms with tension, just letting them rest into gravity. And letting the shoulders fall away from the midline of the body into gravity. And allowing shoulders, arms, hands to be full of awareness. This might show up as discomfort, tingling, heat, contact with clothes, contact with the surface the hands are resting on. Receiving all this into awareness with kindliness. And flowing back up through the arms. Let's come to the neck and the head. If we're sitting, letting the head be poised on the top of the spine. Maybe tucking the chin in just a tiny bit so there's a release through the base of the skull and yet openness in the throat. And if we're lying down, seeing if you can let the weight of the head be fully held by the pillow or the cushion, letting go of holding on, gripping onto the head, letting it rest. And letting the jaw be soft, the lips, tongue soft, so the wind of the breath can flow freely through the back of the throat on the way into the body and then back out again on the way out of the body. Let the cheeks be soft, eyes soft, forehead soft. We could imagine the brain resting inside the head, softly. And seeing if we can feel into the physicality of the head. So often the head can feel split off from the body. The head's just a thought factory, and then the body's just this kind of thing that we drag through life. But the head is a limb of the body, just like the arms and the legs are limbs of the body. So feeling the sensations in the head, temperature, tingling, buzzing, softness. Maybe even contact with the air, brushing against the skin. And now broadening to be aware of the whole body. Seeing if we can have a sense of wholeness. The legs, torso, arms, neck, head, face. And this experience of embodiment, moment by moment by moment, the flow of sensations in the whole body. Arising and passing, arising and passing. Receiving, letting go, receiving, letting go, moment by moment. And if you've got pain or discomfort right now, let's attend to that part of the body, taking our awareness to that part of the body. And noticing if it's surrounded by resistance, hardness. And let's see if we can find the sweet spot between denial on the one hand and overwhelm on the other. This is so interesting. So denial will be a kind of turning away, a hardening, a not wanting, a pushing away. Maybe there's a little bit of breath holding. Maybe there's tension in the hands, tension in the bottom. And if you notice that, then seeing if you can just turn a little bit more towards the experience, metaphorically speaking, letting it into awareness a little bit more. Very gently and tenderly. Breath by breath. Letting it be part of this flow of experience in the whole body. Maybe breathing into the area and imagining that the breath is bathed in kindliness. So the in-breath, kindliness is pouring into this part of the body, and the out-breath, kindliness is pouring into this part of the body. If, on the other hand, you're feeling overwhelmed, that the only thing in experience is the pain or the difficulty, then the practice here is to broaden. feeling the bottom on the chair or the bed, feeling the support beneath us, feeling breath in the whole body, feeling the whole range of sensations in the whole body, breathing in and out. So the pain is just one aspect of this multifaceted experience of being alive right now. Maybe being aware of sounds as well. And then if you notice yourself hardening up again, tensing, turning away, suppressing, denying, blocking, using awareness to interrupt that process, to soften. Relax the bum, relax the hands, come closer, breathing kindly. This is a training in wholeness, a training in integration, a training in kindliness. We're able to be with all of our experience, with presence and kindliness. If we're overwhelmed, we broaden. And if we're blocking off, we come closer. That is the practice. So our awareness is dynamic, subtle, receptive, fluid. And you can keep on practicing if you'd like to, but I'll bring this guided meditation to a close. So let's bring the weight of the body to the foreground of awareness, feeling it resting into the support beneath us, yielding, feeling breathing in the whole body, broadening awareness to be aware of sounds around us, our environment, opening the eyes if you've had them closed, and bringing a tiny bit of movement into the body, maybe the fingers and the toes or some other part of the body. And notice any tendency to immediately hold the breath and immediately start pushing and rushing, and staying inside the subtle movement with a soft breath. And when we're ready, coming into bigger movements. And in our own time, re-engaging with the activities of the day. But seeing if we can take this quality of awareness with us that's broad and open, receptive, kindly, noticing when we're tipping into denial and suppression and blocking and hardening, and very gently softening and receiving the experience into awareness with kindness. And if we notice we're overwhelmed, we can broaden. Be aware of other things as well, other parts of the body, sounds, sights. So there's training and living a life where we're open to everything, present and kindly.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from Mindful and Mindful.org. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us today. We'll be back in 7 days with another meditation practice to enrich your journey. In the meantime, stay connected by signing up for our free newsletter at mindful.org/signup for compelling insights and actionable ideas to enrich your everyday life. That's mindful.org/SIGNUP.